was in the Air Force 20 years as a communicator. Started out doing long haul circuits, and that led into networking in the mid-90s when all that started coming around. I knew something was wrong, for a while, but I was one of those stubborn people. Plus, at the same time, I didn't really want to hear that diagnosis. And the only reason I went, thankfully, was because I was doing a retirement physical. When I did, I was floored. It was definitely a shock. There's a finality that sets in when you hear the word, you have cancer. And so I was referred to a urologist in Beaulieu. So they did what they call a right orchiectomy and removed my right testicle and then biopsied it to confirm what kind of cancer I had, which was classic seminoma. My first treatment started in early October. They would give me saline first, then steroids, then a diuretic, and then they would give me cisplatin. Each one of those has side effects. Cancer left untouched is going to spread. The time on earth at that point could be a lot less than having to worry about the side effects. So all that stuff plays in your mind before you're going to sign that piece of paper that says, I'm not going to hold you liable. The pain was a result from the cisplatin because it's a platinum drug. The pain in my wrist started getting to the point where I couldn't sleep. I mean, it literally felt like my wrists were in a vice grip. Same thing with the feet. The sensitivity started ramping up where I didn't want anything on my feet at all. So I talked to my doctor and the nurses and stuff, and they said, well, what we need to do is get you on Neurontin. I was basically waiting for the Neurontin to get into my system. They said, well, it could take anywhere from 7 to 10 days. I'm like, you're kidding me. I got to deal with this level of pain until the stuff kicks in.
When we do see it, it is neuropathic pain because many of the chemotherapeutic agents will lead to neuropathy. In the feet most commonly, in the hands probably second most common, which can be quite severe and difficult to treat.
It's important that be recognized because when you get a diagnosis of cancer and your physician's talking to you about the treatment options, that initial time period is just overwhelming. As these side effects of the treatment start to creep up, it's important to always stay engaged with your care team, and they should be aware that they should be constantly reassessing for symptoms like this. And then when they appear, that there are treatments that are out there that are well known to work in these situations, particularly for complications like neuropathic pain, and can make a huge difference in the quality of people's lives.
By accident, I'm like, well, let me see. If my feet are burning, what can I do? Maybe I can soak them in cold water. And my feet were cool for a while, and I didn't feel any pain. And I'm like, okay, this is going in the right direction. The duration of the relief started getting less and less. I'm sitting in a lawn chair with a big tub of water full of ice with my feet in it and my hands in it, and I'm falling asleep that way. So at that point, my friends and family said, okay, this is enough, we gotta get you to the hospital. And I didn't feel any of the effects at all of morphine. The pain just went on unabated. A really scary realization set in. I have all this ice water, I have my feet in it, and now that's not helping. The nightmare was fully realized at that point. I blacked out. I went on to autopilot. I was not on planet Earth for 2 weeks. I remember a few faces, a few meals. The pain had gotten so bad for them to deal with that they went ahead and referred me to hospice.
Unfortunately, there's a reluctance to refer people to hospice when it's appropriate. The general misconception is, oh, you're going to be there just to give morphine till the end of their lives, and people don't understand that the quality that can be provided by a hospice team and the difference they can make. There are certain situations where people can be referred to hospice because their disease is so advanced, and they can get excellent symptom management such as pain control, anxiety management. They start to thrive under the care that's provided, and then they're no longer eligible for it because they're doing so well.
The pain started going away a little bit more with the pregabalin until I was on what I'm on right now is 300 milligrams. The ordeal of getting there was pretty brutal. Pain is an interesting teacher. Pain teaches you the value of life, especially when it doesn't turn off. Even when you've learned the lesson, It's like, yes, I value life, I want to live life, that's why I went through this, and now I'm dealing with pain and you're not turning off. The pain ordeal for me was worse than going through cancer. That's a cakewalk compared to the side effect. Would I do it again? Yes, because I'm alive, I'm here, I'm breathing. Once you learn that lesson, it's easy.